This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here and see what's going on with natural gas, with crude oil, and then we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, BTC. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy an ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily chart. Okay, what do we got going on here? Well, what do we have? It's another higher high, higher low. Now, today's high so far was 2.927. Okay, so the breakout is 2.924. The key is you want a little bit higher, but you have to close above that. Okay, that is going to be the very, very key. If we can get above that, then what we do, look right to the left of your chart, bring this price channel right on over. What do you got? 2.96. That's your next level that you're going to be going up. Okay, the next resistance level here is going to be right there. It's going to be 3.012. And then we'll look right to the bottom of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 3.10. And then your next resistance here is 3.189. And then we have 3.23. And we have 3.27. And then your big target is going to be 3.39. Now, this is all based on if we can close above this 2.92. Now, excellent scalping going on here. The UNG, nice, good trading range. Just in regular hours was 1933, and the high was 20.06. Now, remember, UNG, you can trade that 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. The same way with the XLE for big oil, that's 5 days a week. So you don't really have to worry about pre-market and all this kind of stuff. So always remember that. UNG, it's an ETF. It's not really like a buy and hold. It's more like a trading vehicle, scalp, swing, something like that. Works very, very good. Okay, so let's look at the downside here. So obviously we want to look at yesterday's high. You're looking at 2.87, and then we'll look at today's low. That's at 2.79. And then we want to come right here to this candle. This 8 simple moving average at 2.70. Very, very nice. So realistically, what you have to do is just look over here on the left-hand side here, okay? So you have that 2.79. That's pretty much what we had there today. And then we'll come right down a little bit lower at that 2.75. And then this is what you're really looking for is 2.70. Now you can see this 8 SMA. Look at this, how nice. Looks like it was going to roll over, curled right back up. As long as this price is above that 8 SMA here, this is a good buying opportunity. Now, this is trading right here, okay? Just awesome trading. As far as I'm concerned, it's just awesome. Okay, this is what we had in that crude. We had those blocks like that. Now, the key is if you can break above that 2.92, then we can rip nice higher. We have all these nice targets here going all the way on up here, all the way till you hit that 3.39. Very, very nice. So today, just watch this key level here on a closing basis, that 2.924 on a closing basis, and then watch that 8 SMA here at that 2.70. If that's lost here, well, there's plenty of support levels here. You have your 21-day, you have your 200-day here. But again, right now, as long as we're above that 8, very, very bullish. RSI here looking very, very good. Looks like we made a cross here on your green over your red. That's also looking very good. Okay, let's take a look here at a 1 and a 5 minute. Okay, here we have is a 1 minute and a 5 minute. These are really good trading situations here, okay? So you can see here where basically you're just ran up here very nice, okay? You got above that 8 SMA, that's a good scalp. When it goes below that 8 simple moving average, you want to take your trade off and go down and look for another trade. Natural gas here has been really bottom left, upper right, very, very nice. Now you can see here where you kind of like had a double top situation after we ran up here very nicely, okay? Let me see if I can just big that up a little bit here. Okay, good. See what we had is here, you had 2.927, and then we had your big retest up here at 2.927. But you notice that it just couldn't get above that, came down, and then you went below that 8 SMA, and now we're kind of falling off. So what we really want to do is you got to hold this level right here. That's that 2.89. If that's lost, then we can come right down to the bottom of this candle here, okay, and at 2.88, and then we have your 2.87 here, right here as your 200 SMA here. But look at the nice scalping here. Okay, so you never want to, when it comes all the way down here, I never buy it on the first initial down. I always like to retest. So this candle here got down to 2.791, and then we had to retest right there here at 2.791. And then look how nice he rallied right on up. But when you see these topping tails like this here, you want to get out of that to see what happens. Now, again, if it holds this support level here, see where this is making a low, a higher low, and a higher low, that's another good buying opportunity here. So to me, I just trade this like UNG. I don't know how many times I traded this today, and I just keep on running it up. As long as you're holding that support level here, this is what you're looking for. To take quick trade, get in, get out, okay? And then what you do is when you see that top and tail, just get out, and then let it go sideways, see what happens with it. Then you can always take another trade going on up. Now, I'm not doing anything with the KOLD, the short. Today, just looks like a nice long position. Now, if you want to, take the trade out a little bit, you can use a 5-minute chart to say, hey, I don't want to keep trading all that much. Well, you can wait here until you get a scenario like this where it starts ripping up, and then you can just keep, as long as you're holding that 8 SMA, but then you got to know when to get out of that. When you see these candles just like pretty much stop, you know what I'm saying? You'll get, like what you have here, like 5 in a row. That means you want to just get out of that trade here. Take your profits, put it in a pocket, especially like on a Friday, and just wait to see what happens because you can always get back into it very easy. But excellent trading here in the old natty gas. So if you want a day trade, you can use a 1 and a 5 minute. If you're a little quicker, you can use a tick chart. You want to slow the trade down a little bit, use a 15 or a 30-minute chart or hourly and a 4-hour chart. But this is what I use here for trading. The 1 minute and the 5 minute seem to work really, really good. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, if you watch my video this morning, you notice I pointed out one very, very key level, okay? It says 8 simple moving average, okay? So set your charts up easy, okay? This is what I do, easy and simple, okay? I use simple moving average. There's your 8-day, there's your 21-day, there's your 50-day, there's your 100-day, and then there's your 200-day. And these blue lines here, these are price channels, okay? Look how simple. So when you're down here, now this wasn't really a good bottoming candle like, per se, okay? What we're looking for is something on this order here, something like this, or something like this. However, that being said, okay, when you get a scenario like this and you say, okay, well, I put a bottoming tail in here, you always wait to the next day to see if that holds, okay? It did, okay? So we made a higher low and a higher high. That tells you got to get into the trade, and then look how nice where you held that top portion of that candle and she rallied on up, okay? Always look at it. Now, again, if you want to learn about price channels, if you want to look about candlesticks, chart patterns, go on my playlist. It's all right there. Just click on there. It's all free of charge. There's no issue. Just watch it. I watch it myself just to keep fresh and everything. It's just awesome. You can always look about candles. There's a pattern in here like this where it doesn't show a bottoming tail, but it shows something similar. So always watch where you get that higher low, higher high, take that trade and go right up because you know where it's going to go. Now this morning, I pointed out this 8 simple moving average that you had to close above. Yeah, we went above. Big deal. That don't mean dick. Okay, you got to close above this candle. Okay, right now you put in the topping tail and this could come all the way on down here. Very, very easy. Another thing I'm watching is this 200-day. Now, if you look here in the past, these are all weeks. Look where it came on down, but you held that 200 SMA here. Now, so far, we're not holding it. We put in a bottoming tail, but we need to close above that 75.97. That is very, very crucial. And then right here, okay, 75.84. But this is crucial here by the end of the day. Otherwise, this is not looking really anything that great. Because if you look here, your MACD, your green is still over your red. That's a bearish signal here. Your RSI is coming on the way down. That's not looking good here. We have an over sold condition going on here. But again, your green is still below your red. That's never good. As 8-day is like a brick wall. Now, if you can close above that, okay, and you can close above this, 75.97, then we just look right to the bottom of the candle. That's 76.15. Then we'll come right up here, okay? You're looking at the low here, 76.67, all right? And then what we're looking for is this 21 SMA at 77.60, and then we'll look right above that. You're looking at 78.62, and then we run right into the 100-day, 79.25, and then 79.72. So when you look at all of these simple moving averages, so you got 79, you got 79.15, and then we have 79.48. That 79 level here is jammed right on up here with a pile of resistance, okay? Now, I'm not saying you can't get above, but before you do anything, you got to get above this 8 simple moving average. So UCO was a really good trade. I'm all out now, okay? I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out. I'm flat right now on crude oil, and I'm going to see if we can close above that. Then I'll take a long, and then we can go up higher. If you can't, then it looks like Monday we come in here, this might just going to go down lower because this is a topping tail candle. Okay, let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Now you can see Bitcoin is just jonesing it. Look at this. Okay, he just looking to get up there. Okay, so the high here is 72,660. Okay, so this here was 72,360. So you made a nice higher high. So that's what we want to watch now. Is we want to watch all these key price channels here. Okay, so what we want to watch is obviously is today's high. That's going to be very, very key. 72,660. Okay, if we can get above that, then what we do is we just take this price channel, bring it right across here, and then what we have is 73,380. That's your next target right there. Okay, now if we can get above that, well, let's just say we have right there. Okay, 73,775. You have 74,365. But this is what you're looking for, is that 74,415. However, you got to get and close above this candle right here, this 72,360. Just because we popped up, that sounds good and everything, but you want to get above this candles here, and that way we can go to the next level. Now, if this breaks out above this 74,415, well, then you're looking at 100K very, very easily. That's where she'll rip to, especially when you have something like a Bitcoin. You can just see how that will just rip right on up here. But again, watch all these candles here, okay? So today's high, that's 72,660. And then all the way over here on this candle here, which is just a little bit lower, 72,360, because realistically, we put in a higher high. But right now, you're sitting at, on Bitcoin, you're just, where we're sitting at right here. Yeah, okay. So you're sitting at 71,650, okay? So you're just not right there. You went up, but you got to get above these key levels here. Then we can go to the next level. So here on the weekly, you can see this very, very easily, okay? So this is what you're looking for, is that 74,415. That's a big breakout. But again, now, if this runs all the way up there, we have to see what it does when it gets there. Is it going to break out, or is it going to double top and come all the way on down here again, okay, like we had here? See, where with this candle here, okay, you had 73,380. Came right on down, did not do it, okay? So this is what we're looking for. If it breaks on up here, what it does and what is the reaction at 74,415. If it breaks up, you're going to 100K. If not, double top, you're going to come all the way down. Now, let's just look at the downside here, because you always want to look. This is some good action, sideways action trading here. So obviously you watch today's low, 71,105. Then what we want to do is watch this low here, 70,840, and then we watch yesterday's low at 70. What do we have? 515, and then we want to watch this key 8 SMA here. This is crucial. This is that 69,898. If that is lost, okay, you're going to come right down to that 20-day, 1 day, very easy. 67, 726, and then we can always even come down here to that 50-day at 66,335. I know these are big numbers, but remember, this is like Bitcoin, this is like NVIDIA. Anything that has that huge number, they move in big, big numbers, okay? So again, watch that level, 72,455, very, very key. And if it comes over, then we'll come right here at that 73,380, and then we can follow the candles, but that's what you're looking for, 74,415. But you have to see what it does when it gets there. Is it going to double top situation, or is she going to crack right through? Now, you have to not just pop up, you have to close above that number for that to go higher, okay? So now your RSI here is looking good. Your green over your red, this is looking very, very good. This here looks like it wants to curl up, your MACD. Your RSI here, what you can see is this is like not really like an overbought. This is just showing massive strength, what you have going on here in Bitcoin. That's what that really is. That's your relative strength index, and that's exactly is what it is measuring here, okay? So never look at this and say, oh, yeah, well, that's overbought. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe it is, but you have that strength going on, and that's what you always want to see. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little natty, a little crude, a little Bitcoin. I'll be back here after the pit close, and we will go a little bit more in depth on crude oil and natty gas.